couch.
Sorry, everybody. We is adjusting a camera.
It's okay. Deal with it.
Up. And hit that down. Full couch. Nabbed it.
Nailed it. Gotti.
Beautiful.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hello? Yes. Hi, Laura.
What happened? Where are we at? Oh, why did I go to HDMI 1? I don't understand. Wait. Nobody knows what just happened. But I know what just happened. I want to share Facebook.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know I do have your packet filled out and I have your job application things done. I did have everything ready for you. I'm just, my God, I can't even think straight today. I figured. Yes.
Come on, relax. Hold on. Anything else?
I'll have to have salad.
Phone charger? It's not. Okay.
Yeah.
One.
Well, yeah, I owe you one from last week, so I
Oh.
have 4 ready for
There you
you
go.
today. So I'm gonna need 3 more.
Really? Is this what we do? Stop it. Oh. Alright, so this was Game here. I guess we're gonna play some Dark Souls 3. Oh boy.
For the 4th at 9.
Oh, What else was I gonna do?
Alright, honey. Thank
Guess
you
I was gonna
so
post
much.
it to the tweeters.
You too. Bye. Sorry about that.
How could you answer a phone call? Phone calls are
Fantastic, because
calls
You need
made
them.
through the phone.
you need them. They help you do important work. And when you're not feeling up to everything like I am today, they're a great thing. Because then you can call them and let them know that you ain't up to everything today. You can just snuggle in the blanket and curl up in a chair.
Fair
and
enough.
stay cozy with the heater on.
Fair enough. I mean, it is always convenient, don't get me wrong. See, I don't know why, but
That's when you need a picture of me hiding over here.
well, for whatever reason, I can never seem to wrap my own head around. I would always rather, like, go down to the bank in person to get information. Like yesterday, I called from...
Oh, no, I am too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like putting my information over a phone.
Yeah. It always makes me a little nervous.
Makes me more than nervous. I'm just waiting. It's a matter of time.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, well, with all the nasty people out there trying to steal your information, take you for everything you have, wouldn't surprise me. Something's gonna happen eventually.
I've been taken by a scam artist or two. I've ordered shit online and had it never happen.
You told me that. Let's see. Somebody got my card information and put it on like that. Put it on like the Walmart Pay Me app. Basically like what the Google Pay is, but it's just for Walmart. They bought drumsticks, an aux cord, and.
So it was somebody in a band.
No. They got the pictures. It was a couple. They were doing a test run, but I caught it the next morning. Because I go through, you see me, I go through my bank on my app every day. Like, I look through it and I was like, I haven't been to the Geneva Walmart in I don't know how long. I definitely wasn't there last night.
They could try to steal my stuff. My bank account would laugh at them.
Yeah, so wouldn't mine. So wouldn't mine. Where are we going? Water reserve? No. 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 There we go. Distant Manor. That's where we're going. We're going to the Distant Manor because we got to go to the profane capital.
So did I tell you I cheated and I rewatched the Packers game the other night on you while you slept? It was beautiful.
I don't know.
So bad.
I don't know. I don't understand why that.
Scores in the paper.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what made you think of it. Okay. No, I was saying, like, I don't know why that would have been a big deal. I mean, I was asleep, and if you want to watch the game, I don't. What am I gonna? You know what? Honestly, I just don't see myself being upset about that in any way.
No, I had
Mystic one.
leave the room. Like, I got up and had to walk away from you. That was a horrible game, and I was swearing on the floor.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you actually, literally, physically, you're like, all right, he's sleeping right now.
Yeah, I realized when I said something and you like twitched, and I was like, oh, go downstairs. Can't be next to him right now.
I probably would have. What's it called? I probably would have got up and.
Are you watching sports ball?
Well, no, I'd have probably got up and been like, what's wrong? Who's here? Do I have to fight somebody? Why are you yelling?
Yeah, I gotta fight somebody. Then numb that on the field.
Huh. Yeah, well, listen, baby. I think highly of myself. I do, but if I can avoid it, would like to not get in a fight with a professional football player. So if I don't have to fight the numbnuts on the field, that's okay with me. And like I said, I'm not even bringing myself down here. But we're talking about a professional football player. 3 times my size. I'm only 5'9" here. We're not talking. I'm not no 6'3" lineman. No, like I said, once again, not bringing myself down in any way. I think I have a fairly decent stature.
I'll pick a fight with a 6'3" lineman. I don't care. You could weigh 400 pounds. I'll still pick a fight with you.
All right.
People's sizes don't matter. What matters is the point.
Yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. I understand that completely. But, they say size doesn't matter, but I wouldn't want to put, like, a baby up against Brock Lesnar.
No. But you never judge somebody by their size. That's why you got them little kung fu guys.
Oh, yeah, listen, absolutely.
They'll knock them on their... in a heartbeat. Don't play.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not even disagreeing that point in any way. I know that, size matters in some ways when it comes to fighting.
And
but
I like kickboxing, thank you.
That's fair. All right, listen. You want to go fight a lineman? That's on you. I'm just, I can't. I don't even know what else to say here.
Exactly.
I just,
It doesn't matter.
All right.
The size of the person really doesn't matter. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Do you want to keep trying to continue making your point, or do you just forfeit?
I mean, there's just no point.
I love you.
I love you too.
So, anyways.
Yeah, I would have never known.
What time is your family doing anything for Thanksgiving if they are?
Probably somewhere between midnight Wednesday and midnight Thursday. Roughly.
Way to leave the whole day open.
I'm just saying that's probably the times that things are going to be happening.
Okay, so you have no plan. Thank you for answering that nicely.
Listen, it's like I have no plan. I just don't know any plans. I don't know of any plans. There's a complete difference.
Well, you know my family's plans.
That is true.
They're expecting you. Don't even play.
Oh, I'm happy to. If you think for any reason I wouldn't be there. Really, I planned my whole day around you. I just know at some point we gotta eat some of my mom's baked mac and cheese, and that's it. Other than that, day's open. I'll see if my Aunt Shirley's getting the family together. We might, I mean, they sometimes go out to Uncle Jack's. But that won't be, I mean, they usually do that a bit later in the day anyway, so. I know we're eating dinner at your mother's at 3.
Something like that, yeah, 2, 3 o'clock.
Well, we have to, because, you know, just, you know, of other
Gotta
people.
be ready for the Black Friday sales, people.
Absolutely. That's all I was thinking is, you know, we're gonna have to have dinner by 3.
Even though I'm gonna be comfortably sitting on the couch with a glass of adult drink, we'll call it.
Adult drink, yes, absolutely. Well, you know, it's important to censor yourself a little bit.
Yep. But I'll be happy.
Yep.
My kids will be running around having their blast. If not tucked away in bed, you know, by 8.
Huh.
No, I'll let them stay up until about 9. You know.
Yeah.
Holidays, they get to stay up. Weekends, I try to let them. I really like them to stay on a base schedule of 8 o'clock, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's 100% understandable.
I was just trying to figure out what your plans were for Thanksgiving.
I'm going to spend the entire day with you. Start to finish.
You really want to take my kids and go meet your family?
I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
I haven't even met your family. You're fucking nuts.
Baby!
I heard me.
Naughty words.
I heard me.
I heard you as
And
well.
I still stand on my point.
Listen, here. I have no problem introducing you to the fam. It's NBD.
I was talking about the 2 heathens I'll have with me.
Oh, that'll be fine too. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
I'm gonna have to bribe them.
Bribe him to settle down.
Oh no, best behavior.
Ah.
Best behavior. Mommy will have a heart attack. Oh. Punishment will be completely out of the walls.
I mean, that's fair. It's the best way to listen. That's
We talking, he's gonna be doing nothing but staring at walls for like a good solid 2 weeks. Make a fool of mommy.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think 2 weeks is long enough.
No, it's just, oh my god, it drives me nuts. Because sometimes, like, people will, you know, look at me and tell me, oh, you know, my kids are fantastic while we're at a party, and then other times they're like, Tiff, you need to go get your son.
They just get excited. That's all it is. No, they do get excited. I mean, when it comes down to it, they'll behave.
That's all it really is that they're excited, but they need to understand when they have to hold themselves.
Mm-hmm. They'll behave. I'm not worried about
They're
it.
at that point in life.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, baby, I am not worried about it at all. My family is the nicest bunch of people you'll ever meet. For the most part.
My boys are monsters.
No. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. What would you call them?
Full of energy. No, they both are. They just have a lot of energy. I love wrestling around with them.
I call them terrorists.
That's a fair assessment.
When Carter really starts trying to negotiate with me and I've had enough, I tell him, look, Mommy is an American. She does not negotiate with terrorists, not even if it's a mini version of herself. You need to quit.
Well, you got to draw the line somewhere. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Facts.
Oh, he's tried that on me. Like, well, I'll throw a fit here. Well, we'll watch and see where this is going to get you because it's not going to be I don't negotiate. Your punishment is just going to be 4 times worse because I know you retaliated.
That's funny.
It's like trying to fight an officer, man. I am the law. Don't fight me.
Well, see, but that's the reason they get half their fight right there. They just want to fight the power, man. It's just being a young boy, being rebellious. You know, and they just, the thing about kids is most of the time they just need structure. That's a big, important thing.
Like Sarah's birthday party. You know, what in God's green earth made them kids think they was going to just sit there and throw rocks at each other?
Yeah. Well, you know, they just wanted to throw those rocks.
And like I told Carter hundreds of times, you know, it's all funny games until somebody loses an eye, and that little boy got busted in the eye.
Yes, he did. That is quite literally what happened.
I think Carter's starting to understand just because somebody does something doesn't mean you can do.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I mean, geez, you know, not to quote the old saying there, but if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you follow them? Well,
we've already answered that question.
Just because the answer is more often than not yes, doesn't mean we want to let them know that right now. They need to learn that just because other people are doing silly things
doesn't mean you should too. You should be your own person.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's at the expense or the cost of somebody else, it's not a good thing.
Exactly. Man, that one I just didn't get. Like, me and my buddies, we used to pick up big sticks and beat the crap out of each other when we were little.
Oh, are you kidding me? We used to... I know I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't say it on YouTube because I ain't giving no little impressionable kid an idea. Like...
Oh, well, hopefully no children at all are watching, because YouTube is, like, coming down really hard.
Okay, it involves BB guns, 6 of us, and Q-tips.
Were you guys shooting Q-tips at each other through the BB guns?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. That's silly. They were just literally getting caught right in your skin, huh?
Oh, they weren't just getting caught in your skin. They punctured
That's
you.
what I'm saying, like...
Oh, yeah, it was like a little dart.
Oh, my goodness. That's just silly.
But you know what I mean? Like, we used to do stupid stuff like that all the time. Like, okay, the great old game of Smear the Queer. We even have Smear the Queer NFL. Like, don't even play. It's like football, you know? Whoever has the football, you tackle them to the ground, you know?
I know what you mean by that. You do remember, I am a guy.
Right.
I did play.
We'll see.
We'll see?
I don't buy it.
Huh.
I haven't seen proof.
Where have I been, then? Who have I been seeing? If you haven't seen proof yet.
Yeah, I meant proof of you doing sports.
Wow.
I've only found Bill's trophies, not yours.
Oh, well, first off, listen, I don't have any trophies, but I have a varsity letter in,
Where is it?
I don't have it anymore. It didn't matter. Golf and wrestling, so...
Golf is not a sport.
Yes, it is. By all definitions, golf is a sport. Thank you.
I know, but it's just the most boring sport of them all.
Well, you know what? Golf doesn't require your judgment.
No one ever said it did. I know plenty of people that like golf. Like, my dad will sit right there and watch golf, and he'll make me watch it with him. I guess it's because I've never actually played it.
Golf's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable.
Like, I've done hockey and everything else, just
I used to
I've
wrestle,
watched golf,
baby.
and it is the tallest thing in the world to watch. Like, I pass out.
I enjoy watching golf. Golf is interesting.
You know what I see on TV? I see these dudes whacking these balls all the way down the field, and you can't find the ball for a while, or, you know, like, you see them hunting down their ball, and then they whack it away from them again. And it's not very invigorating, like, you know. So I don't know if maybe it's just, like, a serene thing.
It just depends. Amber says hi. Hello. How are you?
Hi, Amber. I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, baby. How goes things?
Sorry, we're just kind of being weird and talking about weird stuff. I'm good doing some art.
Oh, very nice.
At the moment.
Gotta love doing art. I am a horrible artist, but, you know. I could imagine why other people would enjoy doing it.
What kind of art are you doing?
The kind you draw?
I was about to say, is she drawing? Is she painting? Is she sculpting? Like, there are many forms of art. Which one are we doing today, sweetheart?
That one kind with the things.
Is it with the pencils?
Yeah, well, the drawing utensils. Whatever.
Okay, so drawing utensils.
Whatever they might be.
You got pencils, you got your watercolors, you got paint, you got a whole bunch of stuff. You got your charcoals, and what are we doing?
Well, you know, that, I suppose, is the question.
I am drawing digital art. I am doing... Nice.
I wish I had an artistic bone in my body. Visually, I suppose, because I mean...
It's really not hard.
Says an artist.
I'm sorry, I guess it's just something that I was born and natural with, I think.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing. A lot of it is talent. Don't get me wrong. There is skills that come with doing art that you can learn, and there are drills, and you can... There are ways to get better in certain aspects, but a lot of it comes from natural talent. And that is something I do not have. I do not have any natural talent when it comes to drawing or art or painting or anything of that sort. And that's okay.
Art. You've seen it. I just made playthings with my kids.
Yup.
That fell apart instantly. That was kind of funny. I told my mom what we needed to turn the stove to, and she didn't turn it up all the way. She put it on 350 and cooked it for the same time as if it was at a higher temp.
So it didn't...
It didn't cook all the way, and it was soft. So when we were picking them up and handling them, they snapped. And I even told her too, I was like, these feel really, really soft. Like, they are not done. And she goes, oh, they were done. The alarm went off, and I said, okay.
The alarm might have went off, but if they weren't cooked for the proper amount, or at the proper heat.
Well, yeah, after they started breaking, I asked her what she cooked them on because, you know, I didn't handle the stove like I was cleaning up. That's what I get for trying to do something nice with my kids. With my mom there.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, next time you just gotta cut her right out of the equation. That's all there is to it. Things would have went nice and smooth. Things would have went smooth. Smooth as butter.
I made Carter laugh. I drew him an elf.
Yeah?
I drew him a sleigh, and I drew him a snowman. And I asked him, you know, you want to color them in for me? And he goes, no. Like, you know, I purposely dumbed them down so they were, like, cartoony for him.
Right.
You know, something that you might find online for, like, your kid to color. Like, the sleigh one was a little more complicated. That was, like, more towards his age group. You know, where he should know how to start learning how to color in lines and...
Right.
You know...
Yeah, he should be able to easily color within the lines.
Oh, he can color within the lines. Like, he just has no focus for color itself.
You mean like he just randomly picks colors and...
Yes.
Okay, so he doesn't actually make things
look pretty.
Yeah.
It's colorful.
I suppose it's fine, but you gotta at some point, you know, make things a little more cohesive. There's a reason why certain colors work well together, or like a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to teach him now, so I drew him the picture of the sleigh. Did I show you that one?
I don't think so. I don't know if you had.
I don't know if I took a picture, but I was going to take a picture of it and send it to you. Like, it took me like a whole 10 minutes to draw it for him. But it was cute. You know, I tried to add a little more detail to it, so like he'd have to focus a little harder, you know.
Right. Actually put a little thought into it.
Yeah, because I normally, like, I can draw a person, like, themselves and give them, like, you know, the facial characteristics and stuff within, like, 3 minutes. It's not hard, you know. Well, it's not hard to me.
I was about to say, let's...
Okay, I corrected it. It's not hard to me, so...
I'm saying that's fair. That's 100% fair. Yeah, facial features, not a strong suit. Fingers, I don't know what it is. I can't draw hands or fingers to save my life.
Our teacher had us sit down, and we had to put our hand down and leave it steady as we drew our hand. And she goes, make sure you get every little crack that you can see in your hand. She goes, and then once you're done making the outline of it, she goes, go through and fine-tune your lines.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that'd work for me.
Like, you make the ones that are smaller and harder to see, like, fainter and thinner, you know, like...
Right.
It's all about, like, pressure to it, and it... To me, it's really not that hard, so I'm, like, okay with it, you know? I got the whole concept because, well, I had Miss Carrie, and she seen that I was good with art, I like art, and she used to try to make me improve. You know, like, she'd give me, like, little pointers that would help refine certain aspects that I needed refined.
Right. I mean, that's an important thing to do, is to take some of the weaker points, or some of the things you're not necessarily, like, amazing at, and fine-tune them, really focus on them. That's an important way to improve. Finding your weaknesses, turning them into strengths.
Right.
So, for me, it's all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough time in this lifetime to work on every little bit of it.
Right. Yeah, I don't have that.
Now, this giant is trying to give me some garbage here. And I'm slowly but surely getting him down. Oh, come on. Do the hand sweep. Who do you think you are? Going around breaking hearts. Something like that. Listen here, Mr. Giant. Nobody asked you to bring all this nonsense into my house. You come in here with your big hands, knocking on the front door, acting like you own the place. God bless you, baby. Gonna have to smack those hands of yours. And those hands were smacked. Oh, not you, baby. This giant.
Why?
Because he was coming into my house trying to steal my goodies.
But why would you do such things?
Because he's a big old meanie.
That's not nice.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just not nice at all. You know, I never done nothing to him.
Right.
I was just hanging out. Here he is. Trying to be a bad guy. And you know what? I'm not about that life. Like to consider myself rather tepid in temperament. And you know, I just he's going around flipping people the bird. First off, rude, right?
Right.
Unbelievable. Swearing up a storm, yelling at old ladies. Like, you know, what's that about? Don't be mean to elderly people. First off.
No, that's just wrong.
Yeah, right? What do they do to you?
Right.
Coming around here, yelling at elderly people. There's a lot of silly things I've seen in this world. But going around and yelling at elderly people for no gosh darn reason. Unbelievable. But, you know, all in all, add everything up, all it comes down to is the giant had to go down. And I brought him down. Smacked his hands. Now, there's going to be a lot of frogs in here, baby. And these frogs, they spit curse. And if the curse fills up, I just, let's just say I expire. No ifs, ands, or buts. No healing up. No potions will do the job.
Right.
I'm just down for the count.
No snap.
And I'm not about that life. At least I'm going to try to not be about that life. What is this? This one's good. I can open this one here. Woo! Old Selkie. Oh boy. Come here, you frogs. I know where you sleep at night. It's your beds. I guessed. You know what? I just think that's a fair assumption, too. To assume someone sleeps in their bed. Like, you can't go wrong with that one. Aha! Take that, you frogs. Wonder what kind of creatures they are. I mean, they just look like frogs to me. Frogs with big eyes. Maybe they're like basilisks or something. Or maybe that'd be like the in-game lore name for them, basilisk.
Can I say a blonde joke?
Yeah, of course.
This one was cute, okay? It says a blonde driving down the road notices she was low on gas, so she stopped at the gas station. While she was pumping her gas, she noticed that she locked her keys in the car, so she went to pay and asked the attendant for a hanger so she could attempt to open the door herself. She returns outside and begins to jimmy the lock. About 10 minutes later, the attendant comes out to see how the blonde is faring outside the car. The blonde is moving the hanger around and around while another blonde inside the car is saying, a little more to the left, a little more to the right.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Right.
Got it. That's so funny.
I couldn't help that one. That one was great.
No, that's great. No, that is great. It makes me think of,
The blonde in the cornfield.
yeah, I love that joke. It's just a funny joke. So, alright. Alright, so, blonde's driving down the road, right? Okay. And, driving past a cornfield, and he sees another blonde in the middle of the cornfield on a rowboat. Middle of the cornfield, right? Okay, so the blonde stops, gets out of his truck, he says, it's blondes like you that make blondes like me look bad. If I could swim, I'd come out there and kick your...
But.
Yeah, well... Oh, I don't think, I think both blondes are equally to blame.
Right.
Doesn't get much sillier than that. Love that joke. If I could swim, I'd come out there and kick your... What's going on here? Should I just drop down here? Is that what should happen? Drop down here and just fight me some meese? There's a bunch of mice down there, baby.
I'm sorry.
And they want to die. That's what I'm gonna do. You know? Do you think you mice could just relax? Coming at me like that? Do you know who I am? I'm the exterminator. Let's just put it that way. All you mice, they can come around this area. They can come around these parts. Being all mice-like and you little cheap teeth and... Yeah.
You want to hear another cute joke?
I would love to.
3 sisters, aged 92, 94, and 96, live in a house together. One night, the 96-year-old draws a bath, puts her foot in, and pauses. She yells downstairs, was I getting in or out of the bath? The 94 yells back, I don't know, I'll come up and see. She starts up the stairs and pauses, then yells, was I going up the stairs or down the stairs? The 92-year-old was sitting at the kitchen table having tea, listening to her sisters and shaking her head, and says, I sure hope I never get that forgetful. She knocks on the wood for good measure and yells out, I'll come help you both as soon as I see who's at the door.
That's the best part right there. Knocks on the table. I just gotta see who's at the door first. Oh my goodness. That's pretty funny. That's cute. I do love the little jokes that they have in the... What's it called? What's the Town Courier? Was that one?
Yes.
That's what that one is called. That
That's
paper.
just mean. Sometimes while driving, I honk my horn and wave at random cars, so they spend the whole day wondering how they knew me.
That's amazing. That's great. Just honk and wave. Oh, hey. They're like, who? They keep thinking to themselves. They keep looking back. Like, do I know who that is? Oh, that's so funny. That's pretty good. That's kind of like it's kind of like sitting at like a stop in your car and you have sunglasses on and you have a hairdryer and you just hold it out as people go by.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, ooh, that's a speed trap right there. That's an old one. That's a classic. Oh, baby. What do we... I gotta get a hold of Scott. See if we're actually gonna go out tomorrow. I'm sure we are, but... maybe I won't. No. No. I should. Thanksgiving's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait for the food. Oh, man, I just can't wait for turkey. I think Thanksgiving's gotta be my favorite holiday. What's your favorite holiday, baby?
Mine?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Love Thanksgiving. I just love the assortment of food. You just cannot beat all the food available on Thanksgiving. You get to see some of your family. Everybody's half in the bag.
I would have to say Christmas.
Christmas is great. I love Christmas particularly because
A, because I get all my family. B, I get to watch my kids, like, in their most, like, happy, joyous moment. Like...
right.
You know, it's just, like, everything.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, I spend way more than I probably should.
Right, of course.
But, you know, I know my kids will have what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And even a little more.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I love Christmas. Because it's just, you know, it's that time of the year where people will at least go out of their way to pretend that they care about other people.
Right, that everybody is joyous and everything, like...
You know, I mean...
And I don't care if you celebrate Christmas or not. You want to say Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever your actual, you know, holiday may be in that holiday time
whatever
frame.
you believe in, as long as it raises your spirits.
As long as you are wishing me well in your own way, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Merry Christmas. You know, so if I ever look at somebody and tell them Merry Christmas, I'm just wishing them well. It's not even like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying celebrate Christmas, you have to. If you don't, you're just wrong. Like...
That's what I say when I say Merry Christmas to people. I say, if you don't believe what I believe, dude, you're just wrong. Man, I'm just getting the business end of this right now. Oh, my goodness. That was about to be some bad news bears there. And I just have nothing to heal with. Unbelievable. Home Christmas is time when you get a warm, fuzzy feeling in you that makes you feel great. That is true. It does. It does make you feel good. Christmas is a good time of year. You know, there's a lot of negativity in this world.
Right.
And it's just a time people could put some things aside and feel good. Give gifts, smile, be happy.
Right.
Life ain't so bad. And life's a pain in the ass, but, you know, sometimes life ain't so bad. Oh, thank God I found the shortcut. Totally forgot. Yeah, you know what? It's just been so long since I've, like, fully actually gone through this dungeon. For the life of me, I cannot remember its layout perfectly. I got the old cell key, which means I can get Sigurd, and I can get me another... Ooh. I don't remember what this is. Lightning Blade, oh boy. Except I'm never going to use magic. Waste of time. Where's the button? There it is. And St. Patrick's Day is a time when you getting drunk is best. Yeah. No, absolutely. St. Patrick's Day is a lot of fun. Yeah, see, but sometimes St. Patrick's Day can... No, don't get me wrong. St. Patrick's Day itself is a lot of fun. But all of the different groups of friends that I have, I always end up with a bunch of them that want to get a little too rowdy. And it's not necessarily that they want to start a fight or anything. They're just, like, not opposed to it.
Right.
Which, don't get me wrong. That's a fun way to go about the night. But it's been quite some time. Myself, I've kind of outgrown that. I kind of hope a fight happens tonight phase. I've outgrown that. Right now, I'm more worried about, like, oh, I can't get injured because I can't take time off work. Man. So don't get me wrong, St. Patrick's Day can be a lot of fun. Best way to celebrate. My goodness, I need to pay attention here because I am down to my last leg of health. Look at these guys. Where's the bonfire? It is down this way. I am going the correct way, I believe.
Oh, baby, I got a dad joke for you.
Ooh, lay it on me.
Remember when air was free? Now it's $1.75. Do you know why?
Why?
Inflation.
Inflation. That's amazing.
There's your dad joke for the day.
Oh, we're gonna hold on to that one. And I'm gonna just add that right to the repertoire.
Oh, so you guys been late 3 days this week. Do you know what that means? Me, it's Wednesday.
Ha! Also a good joke. That one's solid. It is definitely Wednesday then. What, 3 days? Okay, yeah, Wednesday. Oh, that's pretty funny too. And listen, the cornier the joke, the better, if you ask me.
Wow, how sad is this? Like, we literally have a picture of a door hinge, right? An old door hinge, and it says, metal door handle is attached to an old barn door in Middlesex at Rochester Fold Art Gala. Like,
I don't understand.
they literally just took a picture of a door handle and advertised to come see the door handle.
I mean, I guess that's better than the...
How exciting.
What's it called? Frickin' the kids who put a pineapple in the, like, a museum of fine art.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
And by the time they came back, the glass and everything had been built around it, like it was a display case.
Yup.
Like,
That.
it's not a display, you moron.
That's what I call insanity. There's no appreciation for fine art anymore. It doesn't matter. Everything is art, apparently. Ay. I mean, listen, I understand, looking at things through a postmodern lens and being able to interpret things in your own way, and everything can technically be considered art if you're looking at it like that. But there still should be some kind of standard when it comes to, like, fine art, like things that go in museums, maybe. You know,
Right.
people spend millions of dollars on this kind of stuff. And once again, I know it's all subjective. Art is subjective. But, I mean, come on, man. They put a pineapple on an empty display case, and they come back a couple days later, and it's under glass, and it's a part of the museum. It's like, dude, it's a pineapple. Come on. Like, come on.
Right.
Well, people like what they like, I guess. They want to consider pineapples fine art.
People are just weird.
Yeah. And
Like, it's that weird hipster craze. Like, they try to make something out of nothing, and it's just...
Well, I mean, a lot of that is, a lot of that comes from the post... How do I put it? A lot of that comes from looking at things through a postmodern lens. And basically all that means is... How do I put it? I have to pick my words carefully. Not carefully, like I have to be worried about what I'm saying, but I want to articulate it properly without sounding dumb, if that makes sense.
No, I get it.
Okay, so when you interpret a piece of literature through a postmodern lens, what you're doing is you're actually throwing out any overarching themes that the author himself might have intended, so you can interpret it in the ways that you see fit. But basically that means that there's no belief in what's called a meta narrative, an overarching theme. And when you don't believe in an overarching theme or a meta-narrative, you can then interpret anything to be any way you want it to be.
Right.
So, and a lot of that comes from...
Well, they say good art speaks to you. So if you actually come in with that thinking, like...
Oh, jeez. This is it right here. Chrome Dome put, the pineapple conveyed a deep sense of society we live in. Its meaning broke the foundation of idea itself. That's, you know what? That's one way to put it. And see, but honestly, like an interpretation like that, like, I'll be honest with you, the words that he just put in that sentence sound cool and nice, but that's a meaningless statement.
Right.
You know, and not to say that he didn't need to do that on purpose. I guarantee, like, literally, his point was to be, like, profound, or how these people want to sound profound, even though they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
And it's like a form of narcissism as well as...
Oh, no, I get it.
It's like a sense of grandeur. It's the idea that there's greatness where there isn't, or... The nice thing about having these, looking at things in this postmodern lens, is by attributing value to something that really truly doesn't have any value, you then can make yourself seem like this aficionado that will interpret it to people who don't quite understand. You can make yourself look greater, and a lot of the times what it does is it allows you, like, in a sense of accomplishment when there's literally nothing earned or gained. Nothing actually.
Talking a load up, basically.
Yeah.
No, that's what he just said.
Talking a little. Yes, literally. Yes, that's the thing about this postmodern lens, and it's basically slathered in pseudo nihilism. It's you know, honestly, it's kind of like a breakdown of society in and of itself. Not necessarily, like, not literally, not necessarily, but it's indicative of a breakdown of society or the values. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. Oh, quit talking about him. Steve's here. Quit, just shh. Misty, shh. Misty, shh. Steve's here. Quit talking about him.
Don't talk.
She talks about you.
You want to hear something funny?
Something funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the comments in the paper,
What is it?
it says, doctor, alright, from the doctor's point of view. It says, you're obese, patient. For that, I definitely want a second opinion, doctor. Okay, you're quite ugly, too.
Ha! That's amazing. Well, that is a second opinion.
This one's quite bad, too. It says, can you please hold my hand? My mother asked her son, Anton, do you think I'm a bad mom? Son replies, my name is Paul.
Ha!
Boomer jokes.
Boomer joke. That's great.
You know what I always thought? How you could tell if someone's trash?
How?
They're like pushing their baby down in a stroller down a busy highway. Just saying.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that's a fair assessment. It's just like, really? This is what you're doing with your life, and just just taking the kid down the highway with reckless abandon.
Yeah, there's a state park like 5 minutes away. I'm just saying.
You could have made your way down there, but I get it. You had somewhere else you had to be, right? Oh, it's funny. It's funny, Steve. How are you, Steve? How are you? How are you feeling? How you doing, Steve? I could make the poop that comes from my arse have a deep meaning if I wanted to. That's also true. You know, I really, like I said, it's all interpretation. It's all perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that postmodern lens.
I've done that once. Just saying.
Just once?
Just saying. Okay, twice.
Did you know on this day was the first time condoms were handed out to thousands of New York high schooler students?
Wow. Why?
It was the first time they ever did it. like the launch of condoms on the teenagers in school.
Yeah, I think,
God, I love the paper.
I don't know how to put this. I believe sexual education is important, but I believe 90% of it should be done at home.
And you shouldn't push it on a
No.
kid like that.
And well, and they say, well, if we don't give them condoms, they're just going to have sex anyways. Well, how about the number of kids that wouldn't have sex unless they had a condom, and now you just gave it to them, so now you're advocating.
Yeah, basically
that
that's
too.
exactly what
I
you're doing. You're advocating. You're
agree
saying
with the
it's
second
okay,
part,
but you
but the
shouldn't
first
do
part,
it.
parents, like, let's just be honest, parents are terrible. Statistically.
Oh no, absolutely, but statistically, the
Not
school's
everywhere.
worse.
My parents never told me about sexual education.
Yeah, see, but I feel like if there
It's
wasn't,
like handing a crazy person a loaded gun, telling them you shouldn't go shoot everybody.
yeah, right.
Yeah, well, they're gonna shoot people anyways, so.
We
might
better-
as
we
well
better
give
just
a
give 'em
and
the
teach
gun.
'em how to use it.
We're saying naughty words. We're not allowed to say the G word on.
Yeah.
What's it called?
A pew pew.
The pew pew, yes, but no. What the reality is a lot of these parents feel like they don't have to do any kind of sexual education because the school offers it. Imagine if there was no other avenue. Now, instead of there are some parents that are on the fence, like, well, I would talk to him, but the school's got it, so why even bother?
Oh, my parents still want it.
Well,
I bet you a lot of parents still want it.
it's I think you'd be surprised because the kid would be curious and the kid would want answers.
Well, if you asked, I'm sure my parents would,
parents
but
never
it's
talked to
awkward
me about
talking
it.
about that to your parents.
See, but I don't think it has to be. I think
Putting too much faith in parents.
Yeah.
See, but I have to. I have to believe in parents because parents are going to raise children, and they're going to be the future. Except,
they're
you know
doing
what?
a
Kids aren't the
terrible
future because
job.
by the time the future comes, they're adults.
Good one.
You're something else.
Yeah, you're something else.
They're gonna be the ones pushing you around in your
You're a
stroller in the
you're
nursing
a real
home.
class act, you know that?
I am not going to be in a stroller in a nursing home because I'm going to have myself a big wheels. I'm going to be the only old guy.
big wheel.
I'm going to be the only old guy at the home with the.
It's all adults on big wheels. It's practically an extreme sport. Have you seen that?
No, I have not. I need to
like-
be introduced to this now.
It's downhill big wheeling. It's actually called something, but like it's like a drift wheel or something.
Why does that just not surprise me at all? Oh, that's great.
So how you doing today, Steve?
I'm doing okay.
Steve, are you
Get some bills out of the way.
are you feeling the fire? You feeling the heat, Steve?
No, but I
In
am.
the heat.
You can turn that off if you want. Or are you enjoying it?
A little bit of both.
That's decent in here. It's not too bad outside though.
Oh no, the heater's directly on her.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, she hasn't been feeling well the past 2 days, so I just grabbed the heater.
Yeah.
I was lucky to let there be heat.
So how does the D-ranking system work now? I have no idea because they're just so vague.
I mean,
Like I know you could swear now, right? But it won't de-rank you, but you'll just be demonetized. I heard.
No, well, de-ranking and demonetized are on two separate levels for two separate things. Like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's why.
no, I know, but I'm saying like, what necessarily would get you de-ranked would also be something that might get you demonetized because it has to be advertiser friendly. But de-ranking, it just basically YouTube isn't going to promote your material to any capacity. So,
Meaning you're not gonna find them instantly.
yeah, you're not gonna see them on the search, and I've listened to a few different things where it's not just like saying one word one time in a video. It's like if it reoccurs, so
Multiple times.
yeah. So even though we swear once in a while here, I've heard that it's not really that big a deal. But there are some like keywords like the G word, the pew pew. That's actually a big one. Like that's like a no word. It's like a real naughty word.
That's,
Well, it's scary. People get scared when they hear the pew pew word.
not if they're put in proper hands. Like, come on. They have
Baby,
hunters out. And they
some
have,
people get
like,
triggered though. I don't think you. Some people get triggered when they hear the pew pew.
Think about it, okay?
TPU is the key word.
Oh,
They think the best thing is to get rid of them all, but The thing is, criminals don't follow laws.
Well, that's just a fact. You know, it's...
So how is that helping anything? You're just taking away from the good people. It's not like the criminals aren't gonna still find a way to get them.
Baby, you keep using your logic, and we might be able to change the world.
Right.
Yeah. It'll stop school pew-pews, but...
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
I think it could.
Well,
I mean, like,
honestly...
people like gang violence, that's obviously not going to do anything, because...
Yeah, but these kids
get it from their parents.
So if
And
we...
that's why I'm saying...
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. But the fact of the matter is the reality is if you have somebody at that point where they are willing to go pew-pew a school...
Yeah, but where's a kid gonna find one?
I'm not talking about a pew-pew. I'm saying they
You should have to understand the fundamental safeties of it before
Yeah, I
getting
understand.
it.
But I'm talking about kids.
See, but I'm not... That's not what I'm saying. Listen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and you're, like, disagreeing.
Well, no, that's why
You
they
made it
have
sound like
cabinets
this,
and
right?
lockers and things like that for it, and like they actually have trigger locks and everything else. Like it's a matter of safety.
Yeah. I know what you guys are saying, and I'm agreeing. I'm
No,
saying
I'm
something
not.
completely different.
No, I actually haven't been able to make my point.
We'll make your point.
Can I? Am I allowed?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
How dare you?
All I was saying is that whether or not these kids had the pew-pews, if you are at that point where you are willing to do the pew-pew to a school, you will find a way to hurt people.
You're still gonna find a way to hurt people.
No, I know. So
I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, like I said, that was my only point. I'm not saying that I think kids should have the pew-pews.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
But no,
we're talking about pew-pews.
Yes, but didn't you say taking away them from legal citizens who are allowed to have them would prevent the pew-pews in the school?
Not completely.
Not completely, but...
I didn't say it would completely.
No, I know, but my point was, even though it would prevent the pew-pew, those kids who would do the pew-pew that would prevent by taking away from legal citizens, they are going to find a way to hurt these kids anyways, whether it be explosives or other things of that nature. Like, they're, like...
Yeah.
No, I know, so
I'm sorry, but I have to kind of agree with Alex on that. Like,
so do I.
No, all I was saying is then there's no point in taking away the pew-pews from legal people because it doesn't actually change any amount of carnage.
You're right.
No.
But
okay.
I see what you're saying.
Steve, my son has a BB pew-pew, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's 8. It sits locked in a cabinet. The only time it comes out is when we're showing him, you know, because my dad does hunting, like my whole family does hunting, everything else, so we got him one to start with.
Yeah.
So that way when he does go out into the woods with my pop, like, he knows how to handle a real one. Like,
Gotcha.
He understands the safety and the precautions and, you know, the do's and the don'ts. Like, it honestly, it really is. It's just all a matter of safety and how it's handled.
Yeah.
Like,
and I agree.
And the way that people shout, you know, it's just a bad thing, like, that's when it becomes a bad thing.
Yeah, I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying. Like, I don't think guns should be illegal.
At all.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about kids with guns.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't see why
the pew-pews?
a normal
I
person would
also
have to own
agree
a
that
rocket launcher,
children
but
should
if it's
not.
their choice, welcome to America.
Well, I think everyone should have a tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you really want a tank, then you know what? You should at least have the qualification to have the tank.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, see, I don't believe in licenses either.
I think everyone should just have a Panzer.
I
But
agree.
you know what I
An
mean?
old
Like,
German Panzer,
as
you know,
long
just
as
go
you're
to the
licensed and you
dealership.
can actually operate it and stuff, they should, you know.
I don't
let
see
you
why
own
not.
it. I don't see why.
Well, see, I don't even think anyone should.
I don't even know where they're gonna get any ammunition for that. I mean, like,
Well,
I don't think you can even drive that on the road. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, I don't think it'll fit.
Oh, I'm not
in your
saying like
lanes.
you're gonna be able to purchase ammo for it. Like,
Well,
unless you help them
There's a
out in
will,
the
there's
next
a way,
war.
Kids will find the ammunition for their tank.
there's a will. There's a way.
Gonna be backpack searching for tanks now.
Well, you know,
I can see that now. A couple teenage kids driving down the road in the tank.
that'd be great. You know what? That's how you know America's free. When every kid He says, what license would you need for a tank? Well, obviously, a tank license.
Yeah.
Duh.
Right, we're going to like gold status.
See, like I said, I don't think you need a license to drive a tank because I don't think anyone needs a license for anything. Period.
I would prefer somebody to have a license to drive a vehicle, especially if I'm going to be on the
I
road.
think it would be nice for people to show some competence before getting in a vehicle.
Nah, that's just people taking away their civil liberties. You know what? See, honestly, the way I look at it is if they get in a car and they can't, well, then...
I don't want to look like a crazy person driving down the sidewalk because it's the safest spot on the road.
All I know is this: listen, let them get in the car. They won't be on the road for long.
They might take a few of you with them.
No, no. Listen, I'm not. I'm just I'm a libertarian, my friend. I believe in laissez-faire. I believe the government should not impede on our rights as much as absolutely possible. And listen, it's not that it's
There's
not
going to be a point to where the question raises, like, where do you draw the line?
It's real simple. Just with the third.
Anything you launch missile-wise.
Oh no, I don't even draw the line there.
We ain't having people launch nukes. There's your line.
Yeah, I don't know if I want people to have nukes.
No, I don't want people to have nukes.
Yeah, I don't know. No. Listen, it's but for government, it's real simple for me. The third amendment in the Constitution defines it pretty well, and it basically comes down to what the government is allowed to tax and the infrastructure that it's allowed to maintain. And it actually wasn't until the 16th Amendment that they were allowed to do or have an income tax. It's real simple. The government is meant to protect our borders and protect us domestically, so they're allowed to have a police force and they're allowed to have a military and they're allowed to have an overarching money system throughout all the states. And that's it. That's all the government is supposed to do.
I still feel like there should be like something that'll keep people that can't driving.
Well, yeah.
There's got to be something. I mean, like.
Well, it's real.
You can't have people that are legally blind getting in there just. It's.
Well, that's the thing. No. That's the thing.
There's got to be a line
but that would be the police when they endanger somebody's life. Like that's reckless endangerment of another person. So they're not breaking the law because they don't have a license, but they are physically not able, and so they are wielding a deadly weapon. A vehicle could be considered a deadly weapon. So if you are recklessly wielding a sword in public, you don't have to have a license to hold a sword in public.
It's not the same thing.
Exactly. No,
I'm
saying like okay, like here's another example.
Like messing people up.
Say again?
Guess what? He still had his license on the road. That old man should have never had it.
I don't. What now? I missed 90% of that.
Sorry, I was.
Yeah, no, we were.
I said my pops had. I said your fact right there isn't necessarily true. Just because it's considered like a weapon doesn't mean that's what happened. They don't take your license for it. Like my pop whacked like 4 people and still had his license.
Well, see, that's silly.
That old man should have never got his license. Like.
Yeah.
See, but
and that's pretty much an example. Like I was talking about, like okay, someone who constantly drinks, like gets drunk and gets behind the wheel and drives.
Yeah.
Like what's to stop him from doing it?
Endangering the lives of. It doesn't need to be a DWI. The fact of the matter is, we all know, and we all can come to a consensus that when you get behind the wheel impaired, you are now becoming an endangerment to the greater of society.
Okay. So how would you stop people from just doing it if there's just no license, basically?
Well,
how do you enforce that without a license?
You have police patrolling the area, and when they see somebody drunk, they get them in reckless endangerment and the, whatever else.
Okay, and then they still have, so they still have the right to drive after that.
Sure, but
then they do it again.
Then you get them again with a harder fine.
It's just gonna keep happening
until they're jailed forever. The same thing happens now with licenses. Like, people get 3 DWIs and lose their license their entire lives and then get a 4th one. The fact of the matter is it's just the government's way of controlling and taxing when...
Yeah, I see there. I don't know.
Yeah, see, the whole idea behind it is a little rough. I get that. It's just, when it comes down to it, we allow them to take from us in a lot of ways that are just deemed acceptable and
I
okay.
agree.
Well, licensing's not just that, but like, okay, they do like, my Uncle Kurt has a Class A.
Right.
He can drive big rig and stuff. Like, I have a Class D because I cannot.
Right.
Yeah, there's
Which,
still...
you know, that helps companies also identify, you know, like, okay, she's never driven a big rig, she won't know how, so why would I hire her over top of the
I'm
man
not.
that
I'm
has
not
the
saying
Class,
that there
you know?
can't be independent third-party certification.
Okay, gotcha. That's pretty much what I was getting at.
I mean,
There
if,
needs to be something that will keep people
Well, that's
from
what
just
I'm saying,
having no
like-
knowledge of how to drive, just getting in the
oh,
car.
well, see, but that's the
There's gotta
thing.
be something.
I mean, when it comes down to it, that would be something that would naturally appear if companies had fleets of trucks that they leased out to these drivers. They wouldn't lease them out unless somebody was competent at driving these big rigs. Well, a third party certification would come in naturally, like
That was my argument the entire time.
Oh, well, you know, that would just be a private... See, but that's, you know, that's the...
But isn't that basically what your license is?
No, absolutely not, because if you own a big rig and you want to drive it, you can do that, but you won't get hired to deliver for a big company because they want to see that piece of paper. You can get hired as a software programmer and never have went to school in your life, but if you go to college for 12 years to be a software engineer, Google's going to hire you tomorrow.
But you still need to take, like... I still think you still need to show competence for getting in that truck.
Meh.
Right.
I understand what you were originally talking about, and I agree.
Yeah, you should be able to just get in the car and go, and like, you know, so be it. But there's more reasons why it's set like that.
Yeah, see, I just think that's stealing my civil liberties. I should be allowed to do whatever
Well,
I
your
want,
license
as
makes
long
sure
as I don't
that they're all
endanger
up
other
to date,
people.
you know, on like what our street signs are and everything else, so people aren't just smashing into each other.
Yeah,
What do you
there
mean?
still needs to be...
It's a collection against chaos. Like everybody's
Yes.
license, everything else. The test that they make you take, like at the beginning, the written proportion, make sure you know all your street signs, you know the ways of the road, like
Yeah,
who
see,
turns
There's
first,
still...
who turns
I mean,
left.
But you
there's a
know,
lot to know, like, how to drive. Like, there needs to be something, like,
Right.
you
But-
need to know how to
but you know-
understand the road.
see, but you guys are coming at this from the presupposition that the only way to become competent is through a license.
No, I'm not.
There needs to be something. I'm not saying license anymore.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying, like, before you were required to have a license to drive, people drove.
Yes,
And
I was one of them.
their parents... You were not around when you didn't require a license to get behind a wheel.
No, but I did it anyways.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I mean, there was a time when you were not required to have a license to drive. But people were driving, and not everybody was just dying all the time. And the fact of the matter is...
How do you know there wasn't more casualties?
I'd actually
Are you
just
assuming?
I would just statistically say that because the fact that there was less vehicles, less people total, that probably per capita.
And yeah, now there is more.
See, but the fact of the matter is those numbers are regardless. I think that's just a red herring. The amount of people, the reality of it is no matter how many people there are, whether there's more and more cars on the road, there's always going to be a certain number of casualties with anything of that nature, regardless of licenses, regardless of competency, regardless. There's accidents, there's things that you have to take into account. But before there was a requirement for a license, people learned to drive before they got into cars because it was within their self-interest to not get themselves killed. I'll just say the word. They don't want to put themselves in a situation where they will die. So they would learn to drive.
And a horse and a cart, no, you do not need your license. Answering your question.
I just
It
think
says, is
things
a
are more
license needed to
complicated
drive a horse
nowadays.
and a cart, or can anyone do it? Anyone can actually do it, but you're going to get in trouble for
Yeah.
certain places that you bring it.
See,
There's way more cars on the road than it was before. Think about like a city. You know, it's not 1914.
Yeah, but if you didn't know how to drive in a city, would you drive in a city?
I don't know.
See, but that's the thing. You have to. You're not taking into account.
But how do you know? That's the thing.
You don't.
You don't.
But there's people who have their license that can't drive in a city and do it anyways.
Yeah, but then you got them little punk teams that think they're all big and bad that still don't know how to drive.
Even when they have their license, they do it any. So,
But I'm just trying to picture like 3 billion people all at once not having a license. Not. I don't know. Like.
see, but I just think that's an odd place to come from, because regardless of having a license or not, some people are competent. You can pass a test and still not quite know what you're doing. You just kind of finagled it, or you know.
No, I still believe it's going to be chaotic. It would be chaotic.
I mean, I don't see. I just literally don't see why it would be chaotic. No, and that's fine. And that's fine. And like that's the thing. Like
I literally have no more arguments.
yeah, no, I understand, man. It's you know, I'm not trying to say I guarantee I'm right or anything. I just I look at people's natures, and we are self-interested for a lot of reasons, and not in a negative way. You know, it's not a negative thing for me to worry about my own personal self-interest, because I would like this show to do well. And I would like you to do well, because we are, you know, doing this show together. So even though it is within my self-interest to promote this show, it's not a zero-sum game. You know, this is something that's, you know, can be good for both of us. And because of that, you have to look at people's intrinsic nature. They want to make sure they are alive. They want to make sure they're fed. They want to make sure they're taken care of. And because people would make sure they're competent before just going out on the road, whether or not they had a license, people...
So I don't know. I just don't have enough faith in people. Like, I understand the majority probably would be fine, but...
Yeah, I don't have enough faith
I
in
just
people.
think there's...
That's why we have
just
jokes,
don't
you
think
know,
it would be-
like the
I don't
sidewalks
think it
are
would work.
safe when new drivers get their license and stuff, because they can't drive. We're scared. Your license identifies you as yourself, like, you know.
I mean, you can get a state issue ID.
There's a bunch of things for a license. It kind of knocks out a few ballparks all in one. It's like the easiest move the government can make without stepping on a bunch of toes.
I mean, it quite literally takes a civil liberty away from people, unless, of course, you pay money and
What?
submit your name to a registry and the government knows. I mean, I'm just saying, honestly, it doesn't step on any toes. I mean, I'm you know, the idea is something I'm against, but I have no problem with the fact that I have a license and that I had to take a competency test myself. Yeah, I don't know why we get so hung up on this. I really don't. Who cares? Licenses. Woohoo!
We've been just kind of going off like this all day.
Yeah, that's true. Today's been an interesting day. Today's just been, you know, one of those days. I'm ready for,
I'm pretty sure anyone can drive a horse or a cart.
yeah.
Yeah,
Horse
no,
body.
actually anybody can.
But, I don't know.
If you know how to control it and steer it,
Yeah.
you technically can drive it.
Yeah, I
You
mean...
do not need a license to drive a horse.
I think having a license, or at least some kind of like proof of competency, is awesome, and I think that's where the original idea was meant for. But then after it evolved, it was just more money hungry, you know. And I see where you're coming from there, and that's where I'm drawing my line. You know, I still think there should be competency.
Right. And, you know, and I mean,
But,
and that's
you know, say like when you get a DWI, everyone wants your money, and it's ridiculous, you know. And I think that's too far, you know.
Yeah.
But there still should be consequences. And I agree with you there.
Yeah, I mean, and see, and that's the thing. Whether or not it was like taking away your license, there would be consequences for being intoxicated on the road.
Yeah.
You know, a cop would pull you over, and you are endangering the lives of your fellow man, your society, your direct society. You
Yeah.
know.
And like it's for a lot of people, it's just human nature to want to follow the rules. You know, got to follow the rules. You know, just walk the line. And
Yeah, we do appreciate
that's
structure.
that's where I'm saying those people aren't going to want to drive without a license. You know, they're still going to show some competency. You know, because they're afraid of getting in trouble, and that's going to happen. And there's
Yeah.
going to be people that are just like, well, you know.
No. I think that's a fair point to make because people do follow the rules for the most part. Rules are set in place. I mean, for a lot of people can justify a lot of things if there's an official rule for it, if you will. Whoo, that guy almost just took me in to his hand, and I don't mean he wants to hold hands and warm each other's fingers up.
What happens then? Does it eat you?
He does a lot of damage. By a lot of damage, I mean a lot of damage. Like, that's a lot of damage. Look at that. He just wanted to swallow me up.
Swift here.
That's a lot of damage. I don't think
Swift.
no, what's it called? What's it?
Flex tape?
I don't think flex tape's gonna cover it. We're gonna need the flexed seal. Look at this bucket.
6 buckets later.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. Why not just buy a new bucket, Phil?
Dude,
Yeah, right. It'd be
just buy
cheaper
new-
to just buy
yeah.
a new bucket.
You know how
Use-
much those cans cost?
I was just about to say, use this $35 can, or buy a new $3 bucket.
All the JonTron
$3,
parody of that
man.
to
You
where
put
you
onto
just
the
filled up
dollar
an
store
entire
get the same
bucket
bucket.
of Flex Seal. It holds water. It's just that much runnable water.
Yup. Hey, listen, it didn't leak. I was pretty proud. I was like, you know what, Phil Swift, you're on the level here.
4 inches of Flex Seal, but
Take the whole stock.
I need all of it. Take my money. I want me some Flex Seal. I'm just gonna listen. I just want to buy a can and have it like sitting behind, like on the shelf over there. So it's just always.
Just
in
like-
did
like,
you
the
see
whole-
the new clear commercial?
what is it?
The Flex Seal commercial? They have a clear coat one.
Oh yeah.
He does it with a plastic, like, see-through boat. It's, oh my god, it's great.
That's
I just
amazing.
love
He
watching that
drills a hole
commercial.
in
He's just
it
so over
and
the top.
covers it.
Phil Swift will you without me?
He's he you know he basically he's a hero to our generation. I mean, he's not our generation, but I still, you know what, he's a hero. You know, Mr. Hand, I don't want to give you a high five.
Mr. Hand.
Mr. Hand. Oh my goodness.
Gotcha.
Can you calm down there? I don't know who took a pee in your Cheerios this morning, but I'll tell you what, it was not me. So stop. And all he wants to give me are dung pies too? Unbelievable.
Isn't there disturbing?
He just wanted to give me some poo-poo, and I don't appreciate it. Look at this. This is going to be a mimic.
Did you tell because of the chain?
Yep. If the chain is perfectly in like a circular, if it's laid out in like nearly a circle, it is just a box. If it's splayed out, then it is a mimic.
They made a mimic figurine, but it was so expensive.
Oh, that's buns.
It was like ridiculously detailed though.
Oh, that sounds
Basically, it's fun. I gotta look it up. I don't even think they make it anymore, so it's probably gonna cost even more on eBay.
Oh yeah, people try to squeeze you for them figurines. That's what they do. They make these crazy cool figurines, but you know what that is? That's artisanship, right there. And people can charge for unique artwork. You know, really, the value comes into the fact that it is a unique piece itself.
Yeah, exactly. $600.
$600. You know what? My estimates were a little bit off. I checked the stats on this one. Saying it, Chief.
Oh, there's no way in heck I'm like paying for that, but
But
it's pretty dang good. Like
Yeah.
you could totally tell it's worth the money.
If it faces towards the player, it's a mimic. If it faces away, then it's a chest. Yeah. It's like a circle. But if it's splayed towards the player, yeah, good call. That is correct, sir. We are now moving on to our $1,000 question. Steve, $10,000 question. Lay it down for us. I'm drawing a blank here. Stall, Steve.
Waffles or pancakes?
There's
There's only one answer. Answer right. One answer wrong.
French toast.
You disgust me.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I like French toast. I like toast made by French people. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel like you're avoiding the question.
Pancakes or waffles? Oh, waffles all day.
Okay, there.
Yeah, waffles all day, baby. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Like,
There's no kidding on that one.
that's
Waffles all day.
are you got to be kidding me, Al. Where am I? Where is this? Who are you?
Does that mean we need a waffle maker?
Oh my God, yes, it means we need a waffle maker.
Alright.
Buttermilk waffles.
Oh my God, yes.
Sunny side up eggs on top.
That actually sounds really good. Smothered in syrup.
between 2 slices of toast.
Or with
I don't know what a
chicken
rasher
and
is.
bacon.
Neither do I.
What's a rasher? Wait, what?
Rasher in between 2 slices of toast. Avs. Duh. Can't believe you guys don't know what a rasher is.
Can you explain what a rasher is? I don't know what that is.
I would, but I don't want to embarrass you guys on. Yeah, what's a rasher?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was talking to Chrome Dome.
Oh, yeah. He'll explain it because I know what it is, but.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Rasher is bacon. It's called rasher here in Ireland.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Rasher? Why is it called rasher? I need to know why.
Just how things are. It's how the world is.
That's how things are over there.
Kind of like fries and chips.
That's
Fish and
cool.
chips?
Yeah, it's fish and chips.
Yeah, it's fish and fries.
Yeah. That's a funny one. I am now toxic.
Nice job.
Yeah, well,
Don't come near me.
Look at this scary witch thingy. I came from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Man, toxic just hurts too.
Spider hoe.
Yeah.
You'll get over it.
Spider thought.
Spider thought. Yeah, that sounds about right. There ain't even nothing over here. Why did I bother coming over here,
I
Steve?
don't know. What's that? What's that? What's the shiny?
It's the shiny.
It's probably not even gonna be anything worth it. Just
But it's shiny.
curse bite ring.
Nice.
Who needed
It's
that?
shiny.
Where to now? Oh, I know where to go. I know where to go, Steve. Wait.
Where you gotta go?
I don't remember. I'm gonna use a homeward bone. That's what I'm gonna do. Boop, boop, boop. Gotta use me a homeward bone. I got a bunch of them, so it don't matter. Got 11. That's all I need. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to the shrine because I'm gonna level up twice. Sounds like a good idea. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. You know what I think? I wonder if Michael Jackson looks like how he did in Thriller yet.
What?
I think I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know where you're going with that.
What did you just say?
He said he Go ahead, Steve. What was that?
I wonder if
Does Michael Jackson look like how he does in Thriller yet? Have you ever seen the video?
Oh my.
There, I got Google.
Maybe.
I
I
mean,
don't know why that just popped in my head.
I
funny.
imagine at this point, it's been long enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been long enough. Yeah. He looks like a zombie. All white and. Oh god, it's funny.
Oh man, I gotta put some into vitality, but I don't want to put all 3. That'd be silly, Steve. I'm gonna put some more into luck. Everyone's gonna think I'm crazy for putting into luck, but I've got plans.
Chrome Dome says, I think rasher is thin sliced bacon. It also includes thin sliced ham.
We call thin sliced ham Canadian bacon.
Right.
I don't understand the difference between Canadian bacon and ham. There probably isn't. Is it just like the patty because it's in like a patty form?
You know what? I have
don't know,
no
there's
idea.
Something about that just
It doesn't
I
sit
do
right with me
not
either.
get Canadian bacon.
It's
Every
just
time
thin
I go
sliced
to
ham. That's all it is.
yeah. Every time I get a breakfast sandwich and there's Canadian bacon, it's just like no,
I'll just
bacon, please.
Yeah. Canadian bacon. So you're trying to poison me. That's what we're doing here.
Hold on, I'm looking that up right now. I'm getting this over with.
I need answers. And I need them now, darn it. Oh, God bless you, baby.
Okay. Canadian bacon is from the loin. And,
So it
ham
is actually
from the thigh, so gotcha.
So it is actually a different.
Yeah, it's a different cut, but it should just be, pork loin.
Yeah, right.
Thinly sliced pork loin, it's the same thing.
Well,
I don't know, maybe it's cured.
Some people, they just gotta get fancy with things. Duh.
That's cool.
They're like, this is not pork loin, thinly cut. This is Canadian bacon, and you will know it as such. Although I feel like I almost don't believe there's any Canadians out there that are that angry. How about that, eh? They're like, ooh, how about that? You want some of this thinly sliced pork loin?
Doesn't sound as good.
No.
No, up there it's just bacon.
It's just bacon. Oh, it's just bacon, eh?
Bacon doesn't necessarily even have to be pork. I think it's just like... I don't know what makes bacon exactly. Like cured? Probably just cured and thinly sliced.
I just want...
I don't think about it, because there's like...
There's
all different kinds of bacon.
I was just saying, I just now want bacon.
Of course you do.
I just,
You like bacon.
I love bacon. Bacon's...
Maybe that's what we should have gotten you some of. Bacon.
I mean, I wouldn't have complained. I've been pretty happy.
Maybe you should have said something earlier. Like when we were at the store.
Well, sometimes I don't think. And that's actually a fair amount. So sometimes I don't think.
Some. We're going to stick with the word some?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. Quite. I can't help it. I just, thoughts just don't appear in my head. Normally it's just a blank. It's a good thing people can't read minds, because they'd look at me and they'd get kind of scared, because it would just be nothing. Just be silence. They'd be like, is he in a coma? As I'm like smiling and waving at him. They're like, I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm a little scared. Oh, Steve, should I go fight the giant? I should go fight the giant. Right?
Yeah, you should.
Let's go fight the giant. You know what I gotta do?
Go get him, Tiger.
Oh, I'll get him, all right. I'll show him who's boss. He'll be like, I never knew somebody was boss like you. And I'll be like, yeah, that's right, buddy. Something being fancy and not can all be in the name and description. Yeah, I mean, look at hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. It's just
hors d'oeuvres.
What are they? What are
hors d'oeuvre?
what are hors d'oeuvres again? They're fish eggs.
No, you're thinking of caviar.
Yeah, I am thinking of caviar. Yeah.
Hors d'oeuvres are like little...
Oh, you're right. Hors d'oeuvres are just like little
little... It's like a muse, basically. It's like just a mini, bite-sized thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of the actual definition. But...
I was about to say, because caviar. You were right.
Between something being fancy and not called the main description.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Like caviar, or you could just say little fish eggs.
It's also called roe.
Roe?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Caviar is traditionally sturgeon, though.
Sturgeon.
That's gross.
But roe could be like anything. It could be like salmon, egg stew, whatever.
I want to try caviar now.
Oh, are you serious?
Fancy.
Why wouldn't I want to try caviar?
Extremely salty.
Oh, that sounds so good. I love sardines.
If you like sardines, you'll love caviar.
You would.
You could buy. It's like caviar doesn't have to be expensive either. Like there's different kinds of it. Like
there's the
traditional, the ones that you think of are like really rare from a really rare fish, and that's the only reason why it's so expensive. Is because it's from.
So you choose when you want to eat them.
I will choose when I want to eat them. Thank you. Where am I going?
Depends on what you're having. Just kind of like anchovies and Caesar dressing. Like you don't really taste it that much.
Ew.
You don't like Caesar dressing?
I think she doesn't like anchovies. I think you picked the wrong one.
Did you not know that anchovies are in Caesar dressing?
I don't like Caesar dressing. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
there we go.
I love anchovies. I like Caesar too.
I said that to someone once, and they're like, "Ew, I can't eat Caesar anymore." And it's like you don't even taste it.
Yeah, well, oh God.
Well, A, I don't like anchovies or sardines, and B, like, I just never liked Caesar. But thanks for letting me know that. That's probably the reason I don't like Caesar.
You don't really taste it though, at all.
No, I've just never really liked Caesar.
I can't eat anchovies alone.
I like Catalina,
I know you can, but I can't.
And I like Italian. And I like hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
I like hot sauce a lot.
I like a bit hot sauce.
But if we're going for salads, it'll either be Catalina or Italian.
Oh, Catalina's so good. I love Russian dressing.
Why?
It is so
When you put
good.
You're so passionate.
It's so
just
good.
Ketchup, mayo, and pickles.
Dude, that is perfect.
Or no, that's Russian.
Oh.
Thousand Islands
Ketchup,
is
mayo,
without
and
pickles.
You know why that's
Ketchup,
all it is?
mayo, and pickles.
You know
that's
why
that's Russian, and Thousand Islands is without the pickles. So it's just ketchup, mayonnaise.
You know why?
You know what's funny?
That's all
My
it
dad
is?
dad used to make that.
No.
We used to dip chips in it.
No, I'll wait.
What?
Huh? Sorry, what?
What?
Oh, no, I was, it's the third time I tried saying something.
Yeah, we'll stop trying to say something.
Whatever
You were trying to initiate your point though, because you were just like, oh, I love.
No,
that.
no, I was trying to. I say, you want to know why that's, that's
No.
all that's in there? Why that's all that's in Russian dressing? Because they had to hurry. It's not funny anymore. It was funny when you said that's all because it's Russian, or
It wasn't funny.
No, it just
I hate to
wasn't
break
funny.
it to you.
it would have been funny.
You lost.
You guys are mean. You guys are rough. You guys just talk over me, and then you don't even.
Today's not your day.
Yeah, I guess so.
Can we get a courtesy laugh for Alex?
Can we get enough in the chat?
Yeah, can we get an F in the chat for that failed attempt at a joke?
Fail.
10-ounce steak sounds a lot better than a
283.
gram steak.
Yeah, that's a fact. I would much rather have a 10-ounce steak than a 283. Well, not that I would much rather. If they were gonna have it on the menu, I'd be like, what? How big is this? Oh, just 10 ounces. I'd be like, why didn't you put that? Who are you writing all these numbers down for?
That's why a lot of people ask what the price is or what type of cow it is. Depends on the cow.
It also saves space on the menu.
Facts.
What would you rather put, 10 ounce or 283.945 grams?
You know what? Maybe if I just wanted to see if I could catch some people and they'd look at that like, oh my god, that's a lot of steak. And then you pull it out and they're like, I thought this was 283, blah blah. Yeah, grams. Grams. Not.
So right on the menu, and you ordered it. So.
Uh huh.
I don't think I've ever been to a place to really put it in this though. What are you ridiculous?
How silly are you? Oh, very silly apparently.
Yeah, it's not typically. I mean, cut does determine price, but you can get filet mignon for like really cheap if you get it from like just crappy cow. Say like Wagyu is just like more of a it takes more care raising the cow a certain way to where it has special marbling in it. Marbling has the fat that like literally like melts.
Sounds so good.
And that's why Wagyu is so expensive.
Yeah, I want me some Colby though. Never had any of that before. When I hear, listen,
Like a grade A Wagyu beef.
I just want to know how it's possible that the beef tastes better when they pamper the cow.
Depends on what it eats and whatnot.
Oh no, I know that. I mean, like physically what it eats, but I've heard.
I don't know anything about farming and raising cattle at all, but like Wagyu is like typically Japanese, but that marbling right there, that pretty much you can basically just cut that with a fork.
Oh my god, that looks so good. No, but look up Colby beef. I thought that was Japanese as well, and like they like
Colby.
Colby, yeah. They like pamper the cow and feed it only certain foods.
Yeah, that's
silly.
Well, it's supposed to be like the best tasting cut of.
Yeah, it's all in the marbling really.
Have you ever eaten it before?
I've had
No,
Wagyu
I haven't.
before.
I want to very badly. I want to eat some frickin' prime.
Hey,
Colby.
Christmas is around the corner. I'll buy you it, wrap it up, we'll set it in like one of the little freezer chests, we'll wrap it like the day before, set it out that night, the next morning it'll still be nice and like frozen.
I'll cry.
You can order it online too.
That's what I'm saying, I'll
Like-
order a nice chunk of Kobe beef and just put it under the tree and watch him cry.
I feel like she does care. Oh, God.
What a way to get your man straight through his stomach.
Oh. I feel like this is all of them alive. Ooh, that is a gargoyle.
Yeah, Kobe Wagyu.
No, I
It's
couldn't
pretty
do
much.
it
I guess
for
it's the same
Christmas.
thing. Kobe and Wagyu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it like a brand? Is that what it is?
It's in a way, it's just the product. It's not really a maybe. I don't think it is. I think it's just. Starting for a strip, starting at 100. Strip loin 57. Sirloin 40.
Oh, crap. Hey, baby, could I get you to put my laundry in the
Put
dryer?
what?
Put my laundry in the dryer for me.
Oh,
I know.
Warren. How dare you ask such things of me?
Oh, my God. I just want 2 tubs. That's all I want.
Yeah, ribeye starting at
What
300.
do I look like, your girlfriend? Somebody who actually cares about you? Jeez.
I appreciate you.
Huh?
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
God dang.
Gosh, yeah. Huh. I see a lot of dead bodies here. Oh, I see a bad guy. Hey, bad guy, come here. Come here, Mr. Bad Guy. I would like you to meet the end of my blade.
I made a terrible mistake. Yeah, run. Ooh. Dang, yeah, you made a mistake already.
Oh, I
You
did not mean
invaded
to
the
jump.
wrong world, bench. You gonna let this weakling win?
Nope. Got him. I don't know what he thought he was doing.
Give me stuff.
Give me all your stuff. I need your things. These guys didn't even know that I helped them out. I saved their lives. See, the reality is, if I wasn't there, they'd have been done for. They'd have been kaputs. Kablooey.
Sure.
Kablooey, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Oh, Steve. Now you're getting it.
So what now? You gotta fight the giant, right?
Yeah, the giant's in there. I'm gonna fight these guys over here. And then after that, I'm gonna go fight the giant. Oh, look at that. 2 boxes. I'm pretty sure only one of them's a mimic. Could be. Oh. All right. Ladies. My goodness. You ladies are just excited. All right, get over here. And we'll do that. And bam. Okay, great. Except I had to use health that I didn't want to.
Both legs?
Yeah. Yes, they are. Oh, I probably shouldn't fight both of them at once. No, I shouldn't. I'm just going to do once. Just do one.
Hit him.
Ha!
You did. You know that thing that told you to be careful not to do?
Yeah.
It's alright either way.
Oh, no! Gosh darn it! That hurts a lot. Ha-ha! Ho-ho! Hee-hee! Ha-ha! Ho-ho!
Dang.
Cha-ching! And we got him! And 1 or 2 rusted coins and a great shield of glory. Oh boy.
Those mimics were looking pretty sexy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they were looking like they were asking for it, if you.
Yeah. I'd frickin' mimic, just saying.
Yeah, well, you know. Is this one too? I think this one
At
is.
least I can admit to it.
Nope, it's not. What was I thinking? Yeah, well, you know, it's not that I wouldn't. I just, you know, I didn't want to be so out in the open about it on the air. But you know what? Honestly, there's no reason not to. I'd frick a mimic. I'd frick it. I would do it. I would tell my friends about it too afterward. Alright, I probably wouldn't go that far.
I would.
There's something up there. We're gonna go get that. Poor Yorm. He lost his kingdom and people. Yes, that's truth. That's truth. Words, English, sometimes hard. Question mark? It's the most wonderful time of the year. All the sleigh bells are sleigh bells and sleigh bells are... What? Sorry, what?
You know what I read the other day?
What'd you read, Steve?
Turkeys were one vote away from being our national bird.
Huh.
I just find it funny that now every year it's genocide on turkeys.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
I'm not
I just
that...
thought that was an interesting fact.
Only Slayer Great Bow. Do I have this? Do I have this? I don't know.
Bad luck, turkey.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't actually have this bow on my main character. How have I never gotten this? It's also a great arrow that pierces through all enemies is fast inflicting damage. Huh. Huh. No way. Not that it matters. I've got better bows, but you know, like, how did I miss that one? Ooh. I'm fearful. Nope. Okay, we're good.
Did you guys see Lotus said hi?
Hey, buddy. What's going on, man?
Hey, well,
Come here for the stream. Stay for the stream.
we're about to fight a giant.
Yes. And it's
A giant bench.
It's a scary giant bench. Alright, so what I gotta do is I gotta run as fast as I can all the way across the room to pick up the Stormbringer, or Storm Ruler. Because the Storm Ruler is how you beat him, basically. Once we hear a word from our sponsors.
Take it away, Lotus.
Take it away!
Is Lewis our moderator?
Yes.
Okay, thought so.
Yes. Alright.
You're doing a bang up job.
Keep things on the level. Something I can appreciate. He's like, man, this is my throne. You can't have it. I got this at Costco.
Who's the onion man?
Oh,
Yes,
Sigurd.
yes, no.
Yes, no.
Yeah. It's my throne. You can't have it. I did not get it at Costco.
He got
I
it.
right here in your room.
He got it. Oh. Fair enough. I actually got that chair from Steve, so wherever Steve got that chair.
Staples?
Staples?
Okay, we got it from Staples. Costco got rolled out.
That's a comfy chair too.
Never been to a Costco. I hear they're big.
It's basically like a BJ's, right?
Yeah, basically.
What's up, club?
Yeah, I don't know. See, he's coming for me, and I don't like the sound.
I honestly don't know.
Owie. See, he's coming for... See, I could fight him normally, I suppose, but, like, you're not really supposed to. You're supposed to pick this up and use this. There's a fight going on over there.
Live or die.
I'm gonna try not to. I can't guarantee. So then he's like, oh my god, why aren't you helping? See, you do that and it does a lot of damage. And then you do this. And there we go. And bam. Do that again. Come over here and smack him a little. Just give him a little booty touch. Oh, definitely did not wait. Oh. Alright, see, it's got it. There we go. Charge it up and bam! See, this move only works here in this room, though.
What's that?
It's literally meant to fight this boss. Like, this is actually like a gimmick boss fight, I guess. If you will.
See what you mean.
You know? Sigurd's over there. See, he has one, too. See, there's actually, the lore behind the Storm Ruler is that there's two of them. One was given to Man to be able to fight YHorm himself, and YHorm kept the other one. Like, but YHorm gave it to people. So that way, like, they would have confidence that he wouldn't, like, try to be a tyrant, like a dictator. Not dictator, but like...
Tyrant.
Yeah, tyrant works. Tyrant is a perfect word. But yeah, so that's the whole point behind the Storm Ruler. That's the lore, is there's two of them, and YHorm kept one, and YHorm gave the other one to Man, so that way, in case you ever became big bad, because, you know, the people were a little distrustful.
Is that what he did?
No, actually, he became a Lord of Cinder. And now what the Lords of Cinder are is they link the first flame. That's the big thing. Lords of Cinder link the first flame and then reignited so that way the Age of Fire can continue. Well, the most recent Lord that was supposed to link the first flame didn't actually fulfill his duty. It's Prince Lothric. He's one of the last bosses. And because he didn't fulfill his duty...
Looked like he was about to fist bump. Pound it.
I think he does want a fist bump. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I was like, what is going on here? I forget. As soon as you beat the third Lord, the Abyss Watchers are one, YHorm is one, and Aldrich is the other one. You have to go fight the Phantom Dancer. Phantom Dancer? That's an item in League of Legends. The BORREAL Dancer. And she's tough. She's a tough cookie. Let's just put it that way. But,
How tough is she?
she's a tough cookie. She's a real tough cookie. Let's just put it that way. But, okay, my point is, since Prince Lothric wouldn't link the flame, previous Lords of Cinder were resurrected, YHorm being one who had linked the flame in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they decided to abdicate their duties this time. They're like, listen, we already linked the flame before, and they all kind of went back to where they came from. Well, now I have to go defeat the 3 Lords of Cinder that were resurrected, and then go defeat Prince Lothric, and then I can link the first flame.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
What does linking the flame? What's the point of it?
Oh, it continues the Age of Fire.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Prince Lothric's in your hands.
What happens if the Age of Fire ends?
The Age of Darkness happens.
Oh.
And that's just the Age of Man. It's actually really the progression of things because you can only postpone the linking of the flames for so long. But you know, they've been trying to keep this Age of Fire going for a long time. You know what? That's it. We're gonna fight the dancer.
She's afraid of cups.
She's drinking out of cups over there.
Is Misty afraid of cups?
I could not tell you she's afraid of that ball, though. You want to see her freak out? That big exercise ball over there?
A balloon.
Yeah, she don't like balloons either.
Good baby.
That's so weird.
Alright, we're kind of at a bad spot because I do not have my weapon out.
Be gone. Cups, my only weakness.
Bullets. My only weakness. How did you know? Oh. Please don't hit me for 2 more seconds. Wait, no. Yep, okay, good. Alright, she was far enough away. Ha!
Oh. Well, dang. Almost got wrecked.
Yeah. Like, bad. Like, real bad.
Ow.
Oof. Oof. Alright, Miss Dancer here of the Boreal Valley.
Cash con queso.
Oh,
She's got teeth.
she's actually considered one of the much more difficult bosses in the game. And it actually comes down to the fact that, I mean, we're not listening, so I guess there's really no interference. But a lot of the bosses fight on like a 4/4 tempo, 4/4 time signature, and she fights on like a 3/4. And even though it seems strange, but when you're listening to the music and her moves are just like a little out of sync, it can be annoying. But once again, we're not
listening.
yeah, so
I get it.
huh. I still got some coffee. Coffee. Coffee.
Coffee.
There's no way it's so hot.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on now. I have Oh, no, no. Okay. Should've remembered. Oh my goodness. I used that Divine Blessing and I literally haven't hit her once. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was just so bad of me.
Yeah.
Where does it even put me?
Yeah.
To the last bonfire am I back at YHorm's? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess frickin' so. Unbelievable. Man, that was just so bad of me. There's bad, and then there's what I just did.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright.
Message.
Alright, we're going back in. We're going back in there, we're gonna beat that dancer.
Yeah, my book wants me to come read some more.
Looks like, hey, you like books, right? Come on in. Get on in over here.
It's like, hey, you're in the middle of reading this book. You remember this book? You want to come read this book? It's waiting.
Don't you dare think you don't want to read this book. Come read this book.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. We gotta finish this up here. Because we're gonna beat this dancer, and we're calling it for the day. It's
Are
about...
we?
Yeah, oh yeah. We're like
Oh, snap, it's already 1 o'clock.
Yeah. We're about 2 hours in. Well, close. Right, we started 20 after? Something like that?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Queso beans.
Something to that effect.
Let's see.
Got something in her eye.
That's called an eye, Steve.
Yeah, we're about 10
You
minutes
don't
off.
say.
Maybe.
Is that why she's blinking
Say again?
so much
About 10
and
minutes off.
freaking out? She's not used to having eyes off.
She ain't used to them eyes now. Them eyes are peculiar, if you will. Man, maybe I should switch to a faster weapon so that way I can get in, get out.
Oh, Queso. I
Oh,
love Queso. She's such a good pretty girl.
She used to be so shy.
she's still shy. You can't take that away from her.
Yes, I
She loves me. She comes straight to me.
I just gotta get in there, lay down some smackdowns early.
But I also feed her, so she knows me.
Queso beans.
Whoa, were you trying to grab onto me?
I mean, for like the first 2 weeks feeding her, I actually made her let me like pet her before I gave her her food.
Made her.
Yeah.
Forced her against her will.
Yeah.
Well, she either let me pet her or she didn't get fed. So she'd
Fair
come sit
enough.
there and meow at me, and I'd love on her, and then I'd feed her a little bit. Like,
It's a way to her heart.
right? She's so pretty. I just want to love her. I'm allergic to her, but I want to love her.
Alright,
It's got a steak.
get in there. I ain't even afraid of you.
Oh, I have a cat at home too. Don't even like it's my
Does it
belly.
make you stuffy?
Oh yeah.
Crap. Gotta put on a hat.
I grew up with a cat that used to sleep right around my neck. Like
And
I'd
you'd
wake up in the middle of the
sneezing.
night being like trying to breathe.
Oof.
That
Cat
way.
decided it was gonna sleep right there.
Oh snap! That was like frickin' 1,500 soul or 150,000 souls I just got. That was pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Now I go back to shrine, dude. We got bunches of levels up to do.
Bunches.
Bunch
That's a lot of levels.
Dude, that's like that's like at least a few bunches. Bunches.
Right.
Yeah. You're getting it.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, Misty. You're just a big girl, ain't ya? What are we doing? What are we doing? Leveling up, that's right. Alright. Let's see what we got here.
What?
What was that? 5 levels? 5 revers?
5 hall levels.
5 whole revers? Man, I gotta find the coal that allows me to create hollow weapons, or else I am pointlessly leveling up luck. I will find it eventually. I don't know where it is. Okay, we're gonna put one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there.
And pow.
We're gonna go right down the board. That's what we're gonna do. Everything.
Pow.
Pow! Right in the kisser. Pow! Right in the kisser. I don't already have it. It wasn't the profaned coal that allows me to make things hollow, is it? I swear to the Lord. Where Ha! It is. Oh my goodness. I'm silly. But what do I want to use it on is the real question. I could use it on the Karthus Curved Sword. Although I'd much rather use it on the Karthus Curved Greatsword. But I'd have to go grind that out. Maybe I'll do that on the in-between. Because it really won't take long to go grind that out.
Probably not. Yeah, you should probably grind that out.
You know what? You know what I think I should do? I should probably grind that out, huh?
Yeah.
Baby, what do you think?
What?
Should I grind that out?
Grind what out?
Just say yes.
Tacos.
Oh, now you're getting it.
Tacos are always good.
Tacos, schmackos, pacos,
I
paco.
love tacos.
Oh, that sounds so good. Are we gonna get tacos?
I want a
Would you play with
chalupa.
me?
I'm not playing. We're about to have to go get some tacos here in a minute.
I think I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and get a chalupa box.
Chalupa box. I've only got one hollow gem. That's the issue. I could farm out a couple other hollow gems. Because if I put it hollow, then I can get the... Do I have the Karthus? Do I? Listen, I'm doing a lot of thinking in my head and not saying it all out loud. But do I have these things? Maybe. No. I need to get the Karthus Flame Arc. And I don't remember where to get it. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think Corinx sells it. Ah, people as dedicated as you. Give Karthus Pyromancy. Yes. And now I can learn Pyromancies. I need 10 faith. See, that'd be sweet. See, what'll be really nice is I put the Karthus Flame Arc on my weapon. And I have it hollow.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's what I should do. It's all coming together now.
You're a horse dog.
She is a horse dog. Thank you for noticing. My horse dog.
So, are you gonna grind it out?
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm just gonna have to grind it out. Not right now, but because we're slowly but surely coming to the end of this. It's been fun. It's been a good time.
It's been real.
It's really been real.
It's been like so real.
Oh my god. It's like so real, like nobody's ever been more real.
I don't believe it.
Morir es vivir is how you say to die is to live in Spanish. I don't know if anybody wanted to know that, but it's from Resident Evil 4. And now everybody knows it, and you can't take it back. And I'm proud of it, so that's where we're sitting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We could go do one more quick thing.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go fight somebody about something. That doesn't have to make sense.
Are you gonna invade?
No, not gonna invade. Is it Cliff Underside? Yeah, Cliff Underside will be the fastest way there. I'm going to go... You go to the door to the Curse Rot Greatwood boss, and if...
Say that 3 times.
Cursewood
Can't say it once.
Curse Rot Greatwood. Cursed Great Rot Wood. You got it.
Zing.
Bazinga. You go to this door and you can get summoned into Cirrus's world to fight Kratos. I think his name is Kratos. Kratos, yes. You have to fight Kratos. I actually wouldn't play this game if I had to fight Kratos. I would call it. I would say, you know what, Dark Souls, you got me. You did it. Oh, right here. See? Answer Cirrus of the Sunless Realm's call for cooperation and be summoned as a phantom.
Sure.
You bet your bouncing booty I will. Get in there. I'm gonna beat someone up. He's being mean. Being real mean. See, Cirrus of the Sun.
That's the guy.
No, that's my Biffle. Cirrus. I finally found you. Just as I promised, Granddad. Remember? Oh, no, I gotta fight Hodrick, not,
Man, he's kind of lame.
Yeah, I mean, I think he thinks he's gonna cast Warmth. And he's not, so... Aww. Oh, come on. And he uses his freaking Estus. You know... He's got a Flamberg? Unbelievable. I was just saying, Cirrus, can
You're
you...
not helping.
I was say, can you do something here? Oh, come on. Where's he getting all these Estises from? His back pocket. Oh, he's out.
Nerd.
Nerd. And that's it. That's game over, Mr. Hodrick. Thought you can.
Cirrus didn't even die.
Yeah. Thank God. Because I think you lose if or not lose, but like I think the whole point of doing this is puts if
Cirrus dies.
yeah. All right, that's it. Now we're gonna go back to the shrine, and she's gonna be like, "Yo, that's pretty sweet, man. Thanks." I'm like, "Yeah, anytime."
Yeah. No problem, man.
Yo, dude, got you, bro. I got you. Giggity, giggity. All right, I think that's it for us, though. We're gonna
I believe so.
say bye or whatever. I don't know.
See ya.
Wait. Oh, wait. That's right. Sorry. Cirrus, thanks and grandfather to serve you night. Accept her nightly vow. You got it.
What does that do?
Frickin'. Heck if I know. Blessing of the moon. Oh boy. Upon your journey. You got it. Okay. Alright. You know what? Not quite sure what that all did, but awesome. Alright. Bye-bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.